Lekki is a place where I buy the water I to cook my food. I buy water to drink.
Yeah.
I buy the food. I buy fuel to like I buy almost everything. So
You pay for everything.
from the only thing I'm not paying for is the hair
That you breathe.
I breathe. You understand?
The federal government has a major part to play in all this because every state has
So-
to produce what they consume. In that light, you find that everybody will be comfortable in this place.
Yeah, what's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to Bar Talk with Big Joe. Yeah, what's up, my people? How you guys doing? So, welcome to another episode of Bar Talk with Big Joe. And on today's episode of Bar Talk with Big Joe, we are discussing a topic that is a little bit different from what we discuss regularly on the show. So, today we are discussing the high cost of living in Lagos. From about 2 or 3 years ago, it's like there is a spike in the cost of living and people have been complaining. So I brought two beautiful guests that are not just Lagosians, born in Lagos, being in the city, being in other cities, and living here currently to give us their 2 cents of what they think about what's currently happening in Lagos, especially when it comes to the high cost of living. By my left, we have Dotun, the big realtor. He is a business development personnel in hospitality and entertainment. And of course, just like his name sounds, the big realtor, he is a realtor right here in the city of Lagos. By my right, we have my friend Shage. I call him the wise tortoise. He's a very wise man. He is a logistic merchant. So these two guys here are going to dissecting the topic of the hike in the cost of living in Lagos. I'm going to pass the mic to Mr. Dotu.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Joe,
Thank you very much.
for getting me here. And okay, to go straight to your point, to your question.
Yeah.
First of all, I would say, okay, so let me say as a businessman, first part of my point as a businessman, I would say I feel the in business most times the reason why you have a price hike has to do with the demand. When you have more demand, then at the end of the day you have lesser supply, and the supply becomes unavailable, and that's when the business owners, you understand, increases the price and all of that. Now there are different ways you can actually handle that. One, because just like okay, so I don't want to refer to what you said because you didn't say it now. When you have a larger population, when you have more demand than the supply, you have to increase so that there won't be too much of, you understand. So that's one part, being a businessman. Now the second part I would say is that like I've always thought about, like sometimes I sit down and I say, even if there's more demand, can there be more products?
Hmm.
You understand? If I have this glass and I have 10 of it, then I have 20 people asking for these glasses. Why can't I produce
more.
10 more instead of increasing the price of the 10 that I have because there are more people buying? Do you understand what I'm saying? So the question you ask, to answer that question is dicey. Now, which this will take me back to the the body that governs or that runs the business of the glass cups or whatever. Using this as an illustration. Okay, so for me, this is my short opinion because I don't have enough time in here. So that's my opinion for now.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dotu. So what Mr. Dotu is telling us in a nutshell is demand and supply, which means the demand is higher than the supply in Lagos, which has increased, which has led to the increase in the cost of living. Demand and supply. And I think it's actually just talking about rent. This demand and supply is just rent. And maybe he has other things to say, but the mic will go back to him. I'll ask Mr. Shege. You two, you've been in Lagos and you've also been in Port Harcourt. What do you think is really the cost of the reason for the high cost of living in Lagos currently? Because it really biting hard.
I think let me just go straight to the question. I think the reason why we have high cost of living in Lagos is because of the migration we have in our country, Nigeria. Because if the economy is being diversified and every country, every state has what it takes to produce what they eat or what they consume, I don't think we'll have high costs of living in Lagos. Do you understand? And that being said, I think we have to talk about the presidency, which is our president, for example.
Yeah.
You understand? You see, if our constitution needs to come to a place whereby whatever each state generates, do you understand? I think every state should have what it takes to produce or to consume for its people. Thereby makes Lagos itself, because you find out that every state in Nigeria wants to come to Lagos State, and there is no the landmass can't accommodate everybody. So and thereby sometimes before this time, in the times of probably 2006, 2007, we find people sleep under the bridge in Lagos here, and because the cost of living in Lagos State, that is why you see these neighboring states like Ogun State. Most people are moving to that place because the cost of living there is kind of fair compared to
So
Lagos.
but if there's because there's obviously a large landmass in Ogun State.
Yeah.
Why are now people are moving, right? We know that people are moving to Ibadan. Why can't most of the people just move to Ibadan and just stay in Ibadan? Because some people are living in this Lagos, they don't even have a job.
Yeah, they don't have a job, but you see, everybody wants to stay in a mega city.
So is it
Everybody wants to stay in a mega city because we have so many infrastructures here in Lagos State that everybody wants to benefit from.
So the opportunity to make
higher. So the opportunity to earn a living in Lagos State is much higher compared to every other state. That is why I said initially that if the economy is being diversified, like we have other job opportunities in other states, I don't think most people will come to Lagos State.
Mr.
So that is it.
Okay, so thank you for bringing me back. But in a way, I will accept what you said, and in another way, I will not accept what you said 100% because if we should look at the economic structure of the country,
okay,
as we speak, which is Nigeria,
yes,
and we now boil down everything on the states,
okay,
I will say from my experience that the reason why a lot of people come into Lagos is for two reasons.
Okay.
Not just for one of the points you cleared about job opportunity.
Yeah.
Also for security.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also for security. That's why most people
leave.
Especially. Because when you talk about migration, nobody migrates from his own territory when you are safe in there.
Mm-hmm.
Not because you want more money or whatever. See, let me be honest with you. We're talking about high cost in Lagos. Now, I'm in Ibadan.
Yeah, we're talking about the reason why we have high cost
Hold on, sir.
of living in
Hold
Lagos
on,
State. Okay.
Sorry, sir. I spoke about it earlier and I said it has to do with the demand and the supply.
Yes,
now I'm saying that, yes, I don't think that is a base 100% because most people want to stay in their territory even if they are eating morning, afternoon, and night. They don't want to have everything.
So why are they leaving?
But most people leave out of the fact that they are not sure of tomorrow because of security. Do you understand?
Okay, Mr. Dotto, I'll just cut you for like a second.
Okay.
But there are states in Nigeria that are safe.
God bless you.
And their citizens are still in Lagos.
God bless you. So what I'm saying is I'm actually responding based on what he said.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not agreeing 100% with what he said because a lot of people move to Lagos not just because of the fact that they want to Lagos is a mega city where they can become the richest people in the world or whatever. There's Jos, there's Port Harcourt, there's Abuja. There, you understand? So
But
many states.
can
that
I ask you a
make
question, please?
Ask me any question.
What I would like to ask you is this: in Nigeria, for instance, we
Listen.
have you know, you talk about security, right? Insecurity in other states.
Can we try and not make that a certain ballpoint
Uh,
of this conversation?
I'm not making it. I'm not
Yeah,
making
no,
it.
go on,
I'm not
just-
making it
yeah.
a
No,
cross.
you can
of-
continue, but
yeah,
don't
yeah.
let's
Okay.
make it a ballpoint
okay,
because
okay.
there's a deeper part to all those.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, okay. I just want to throw more light based on that because
Throw a bit light.
yeah, what I want to say is this. What I want to say is this. You see, in every country, the security aspect of a country is what they budget more in every the budget for security in every state in every country is the highest compared to every other things.
100%, you're right.
So if that being the case, I believe I believe that in every because they share the allocation to every other state as well for the security for protecting the states.
You're
So
right.
if the funds is being shared evenly, I believe every state should be able to provide security for their citizens.
Okay, so
For that particular reason, I don't think anyone wants to leave his state if his state is being funded properly.
Okay, so definitely that means that you accept what I said,
That
right?
that's
That's what you're saying.
that the reason why most people leave their states is because of insecurity.
No, not most people.
Part of the reason.
That means that what you said earlier,
Yeah.
and I said that I do not accept that 100% as past the reason why there's high cost in Lagos. Do you understand what I'm saying? That means I am right. That's what you're indirectly saying.
Okay,
No,
now,
no,
okay,
no,
now,
that's
now,
not what I'm
wait,
saying.
Wait, hold. So, what about the aspect where, like I said, insecurity is not in all states? I can, from the top of my head, count states where it's peaceful. Firebomb, Calabar,
God bless you.
just to mention a few. You will not hear anything. They are just calm. But there are people are right here in Lagos. I have so many Aquarium friends from Calabar, friends from other regions. You know, they are all here. Now, there's also this belief that when you come to Lagos, you will make it. And so many people will come with testimony. So when I came to Lagos, I came with just my handbag. Today, I'm the CEO of this. I am this, I am this. Is it because Lagos is a land of opportunity, or Lagos has just been positioned to be that place where everybody will probably, most Nigerians will probably need to come to see the light? Maybe they cannot see it in other states. Is that part of the reason? Or is the government of Lagos that have done really, really well? Or there is a federal effect? If the federal effect, I think Abuja should have been the most populated place. Or maybe there's a federal effect in Lagos that make people want to come to Lagos with the belief. Because if you don't have a belief in something, you will not do it. Because I cannot just wake up and go to Bauchi. I was born in Bauchi State, but I cannot just wake up and go to Bauchi, even if without insecurity. But I can just carry my bag and say, Lagos, I can go to Lagos. Because for me, I believe that Lagos is a place of opportunity. And if you're in Nigeria, opportunities in Lagos abound. All right. Is it that reason, or it is insecurity that is making people come? What do you think, Mr. Dotson?
Okay, so thank you for mentioning my name, Mr. Dotson, to answer that question because I was waiting for you to ask me. Okay, so first thing, to be honest, even when you mention opportunity,
Yeah.
opportunity can never be without human structure, human plan, there's a human behind the opportunity that has built something,
So
that has structured something, that has done something.
mm,
Now, which has to do with either individually or collectively. That's where opportunity comes in. Now, I'm going to the question you asked about, is it because that the government or
Yeah,
Lagos
government of
or the
Lagos,
people, yes,
yeah.
structure it in that way for people to see the place as an opportunity place, a place that have that so much opportunity for people to rush into, or is it because of the fact that there are insecurities or there are whatever in other states and why people are coming in? Now, that's why I said that there are humans behind everything that happen, even spiritually. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go in
No,
there.
no, it's fine.
Yes, but they are still human behind it. Anything in this world, because it has to do with you, me, you, somebody, your ideology, your experience, your So to go straight to the
Yeah.
point, I feel, and from my experience and from what I know, is that some people are behind the way Lagos is structured to today. Lagos didn't wake up, and Lagos is not structured because people just decide to just do whatever they want and whatever. There are people who govern Lagos. There are people who structure Lagos. There are people who, at the back door or closed door, open door, or whatever, decide that let's make Lagos be this, which is you want to have the elites, you want to have the high class, you want to have whoever and whoever. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want to go deep. That's why, because if I keep going, I will go into politics, but I don't want to, because you can't speak about the government without speaking about the politics behind it.
Yeah.
You get it? So, but there are bodies that govern a certain state, and they structure. They have a plan. They had a plan before. They have a plan now, and they have
Plan
a
for
plan.
the
You
future.
understand, for the future, how they want it to be. You get it? So I believe they structured it the way they want it to be, where it becomes a place where everybody wants to be. Now, it could be because of the aesthetics, designs, the way they actually created. You understand? It could be the
bridges,
beautification.
the
It could be
flyovers,
anything. Yeah, the bridges,
the
the
beaches.
beautification.
That is the infrastructure.
You get in the infrastructures. It could be anything that they used to capture. Just like when you go to Dubai, you see lights everywhere. You understand? You see lights. You understand what I'm saying? You see so many things and all of that, but you cannot tell me that they like you more than they like their citizens. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, Mr. Dotto, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
So, from what Mr. Dotto is saying, you can't say anything about Lagos or give Lagos the credit without giving the credit to the people who have governed Lagos over the years. They have contributed a great deal, because most people are not from Lagos, but they are living in Lagos. That is because the government of Lagos is actually doing something right. You might not like it, but as long as you are here, you have to give it up to them. Mr. Shege, what do you think? Before we will go back, what do you think about what he said? They will go back to the original question.
Like what I said earlier, that I agree with him on a certain percentage of what he said. But why I'll have to disagree with him is this. Yes, there are people behind it. Do you understand? But we don't want to go into details in terms of being that we don't want to politicize everything. But you see, let me take this analogy, for instance. You see, if I have what it takes to survive in my father's house, I will be in my father's house. I will not go out. If you have what it takes to be in your father's house to survive, I don't think you go outside. Everyone have what it takes to be who they wants to be. I don't think anybody will go outside and say, okay, I want to go out of my father's house. So there are people behind this just to make sure that Lagos is that place whereby
people come.
people wants to go to. Being a mega city.
So you feel that the federal government is
Not
positioning Lagos
yes, the federal government, but I won't believe even our colonial masters also has a hand in this, because most of the places, for example, like the VI, I don't want to digress, but for example, the VI, Victoria Island, that we're talking about, is named after the Queen of England.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, never.
So from inception, we'll find out that Lagos State has been a place where, but even after the Civil War, that I feel the Igbos, it's not meant to come to Lagos State. But yeah, they still find ways to come to Lagos State for a reason.
Is it because of the seaport?
Not necessarily because of the seaport, because of the way the place is being organized. So I believe, I know we'll still come to that, but I believe the reason why
You believe or you accept
I accept and I know
that what I said is 100% true.
not 100% true.
That's what you meant.
Yeah, that's what. No, there are other factors that is contributed to that.
Indirectly, you have agreed to everything I've said.
I said that there are parts, not totally.
100%.
Not totally. There are other factors. Yes, if the colonial master said this is what they want to be, in my own place, we have what we used to survive. For example,
Which is what?
I'm from Port Harcourt, for instance. Do you understand? We have seed over there as well. We have other things that we can use to. Yes, the seaport. We have what we need to generate our own income to survive in our own state. That we don't even need to travel outside the state.
Okay, so what do you make? What do you feel makes people leave? Where you said you have the seaport and everything.
Yeah.
What makes those people that have all those facilities still leave their state and come to Lagos?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That it's been structured based on what you said earlier. That it's
Okay,
been
so the
structured by certain people.
You said based on what I said.
Yes.
That means you accept what I said.
I accept what you said. That's what I said. I accept what you said. Before I made my comment, I said I accept what you said.
You said a part.
A part, not
Okay,
totally.
which part don't you accept? Because you're speaking on the part.
Yes, that's well, the part that I don't accept. The part,
hear the part you don't accept.
The part that I don't accept is this: that if those that have been, they say, okay, this is the way they want things to be, then we, as an individual, for example, Rivers State, for example, say, okay, this is what we have, and then we'll work with what we have. I believe it's going to take some time, but we'll get there.
So what you are saying in a nutshell is that,
yes, because for example, because sorry to cut you, because if you find out that in Lagos State don't have space for cultivating of what we're going to feed on agriculture. Lagos don't have it. Yes, they have the infrastructures. Do you understand? So there are some other states in Nigeria that have those space that they can cultivate, and without agriculture, I find that even the people in Lagos State wants to migrate to a place where the food are. Yes.
Is it because their government they are not doing well, and the government of Lagos, they are trying their best to make sure that people are okay? That's why people are coming.
Okay, I was talking about agriculture. That the reason why Lagos State, the cost of living is very high is because people tend to come to Lagos State for one reason, because of the infrastructure. If you take away the infrastructure in Lagos State, I don't think most people want to come to Lagos State. Okay. Do you understand? So if other states in Nigeria has other things that attract people to their states, I don't think people want to come to Lagos State in the first place. Do you understand? For example, if I'm in a place whereby I have what it takes to feed myself, what will want to take me out of that particular region? Because if you check human being as a person, we'll find out that the three basic needs of human beings are shelter, food, and what to wear. Do you understand? And which the major part of it is what to eat. So if I have agriculture in my place, probably I'm buying a tuber of yam for, like, let's say 500 naira, for instance, because the farm is very close. People producing is very close. What will take me to Lagos State? And that by decongesting Lagos, there are people in Lagos that want to go to Port Harcourt. There are people in Lagos State that want to go to other states because the cost of living there is very low.
It's lower, not very low, but lower.
Lower than the other states. Very low. I mean very low.
In other states, right?
In other states, because there's space for you to do what we call mechanized farming.
Example of the state.
Example of the state, Ogun State.
What?
They have the cost of living in Ogun State. If the government there tends to hold on, you will come. So let me come again. The point I'm trying to make, I don't want us to contradict ourselves or to confuse ourselves.
You gave an example. He said, because you said cost of living in other states very low. He now said, for example, you now said Ogun State. He now said no, before he now started telling us that he's from Ogun State.
Because what we started from was demand and supply.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Does Ogun State have that demand?
You can never have the high demand as Lagos. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when you do not have that demand, you cannot hike your price on anything.
Okay.
You are a girl. You are a girl that no man is talking to. You have a friend. You have friends, about 5 of them, and one becomes a spec of Mr. Joe. One become my spec. One become my spec, and you are there. And over the years, the same thing repeats itself.
I'm not available though.
I'm just saying, I'm never available. I'm married too. I'm married in my years, and I love my family. So what I'm saying basically is that Lagos have the larger, and like I said before, now it has to do with the structure that has been in place. It has to do with the people who govern. The people, our forefathers, whoever. I can't even call them forefathers or whoever, but I'm just saying whoever that has been before us and all of that that structured this Lagos to be whatever, they are intentional.
Okay.
And that's why other states are not, because the people who did this are intentional.
Okay. Now, I have this question to ask.
Okay.
So, does this intentional leadership, does it spread to other southwestern states, or it's just Lagos? This intentional leadership.
Okay, so now
or it's just Lagos leaders that are just intentional? And
Let
then
us let us
every other,
let us have a
yeah.
conversation. Let us have a conversation. Yeah, let's have let us
Yes,
specify ourselves.
is it only Lagos leaders are intentional? Now, I give it to Lagos because I stay here. If Lagos is no good, I won't be. I was in Port Harcourt. I left Port Harcourt. I came to Lagos. So because because Lagos is good, and I've also said that the people who are controlling this Lagos, they are doing something right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm not saying that the intentional leadership is it only
So
in Lagos.
can I come in there?
Yeah, sure you can.
You see,
a Yoruba boy now.
so you see, you see, my 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 dad is from River State. My mom is from Oshu State. Do you understand? And most of the time, I've lived in Lagos State as well. I've lived in Port Harcourt.
Of course.
I've lived in Anambra State as well.
Oh, wow.
So
You're in
in Nigeria as well, I've traveled around. I've been to the north as well. So when I'm speaking facts based on what I've experienced, not just what I'm speaking from my head.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So you see, there's a saying that says, once the foundation is bad, whatever you build on it tends to collapse with time. So that's exactly the effect we are feeling in our country at the moment. Because you find that most people in Nigeria want to travel out of the country.
Yeah, Japa.
It's the same, they want to jack back from Nigeria. Because why? The same principle that is applied within our country as well. If every other state in Nigeria, do you understand? If every other state has what it takes to govern, to keep its people in a perfect way of living, I don't think anybody wants to leave a state. There are people even in Nigeria that don't want to even leave their state. Irrespective.
I want to cut you there, sir.
Okay.
With due respect, eh?
Yeah.
Now, what do you call exploration? What do you call okay, so I've seen white. I've seen a South
Are you asking me a question?
Yeah, I have. I've seen a South African who left his country. His country. He is a guy.
Okay.
We met one on one another, and he came to Nigeria for a business trip. And after a while, he came back to the country. We lost contact, and we met someone. He said, "Yes, he relocated to Nigeria because he loved Nigeria." I said, "Why?" Because he said he loved. Do you understand?
The
His
city
freedom,
and all that.
the city, and whatever and all of that. Now, do you know that in South Africa, there are places in South Africa that Nigerians rush to speak today, and they don't want to come back to this country, regardless of the state. Now, let's leave state out of it. Why I'm saying this is because you used the word and you said if your state is whatever, you don't have to leave. No, and I don't believe in that. Now, sometimes it has to do with
Sorry, the reason why. Sorry, the reason. No, so hold on.
it
To
has
cut
to
to
do
that.
with individual.
The reason why I said that we have to stick to the reason why I made that comment. I said the reason why Lagos State, the high cost of living is high.
I've said it already.
Because people leave their state.
People leave their states.
And because our government.
So if every other state, I'm trying to tell you the reason why. I'm not going. There are other reasons, but I'm telling you that the reason why other states, other people leave their state to Lagos State and to make it more expensive is because their state can't provide what they need.
Okay. So can I say
So
something?
if every state, sorry, I want to ask you a question. If in your father's house now, for example, let's bring it down so that we don't make it confusing to people listening out there. That if your father's house is comfortable for you, for example, I know you made mention of exploration. Do you understand? You will still come back to your house. But there are people in Lagos State. No, hold on.
The prodigal son, his dad was
Maybe.
rich.
So there are people in Lagos State that their ancestors have forgotten about their origin.
Okay, so
Like, hold on.
Okay.
They gave birth to them in Lagos State. They're not from Lagos State. They gave birth to them in Lagos
People
State.
like that.
Their generations have started claiming them in Lagosian. They're not from Lagos.
Plenty
I'm
people.
listening to you now. Yes.
Do you understand? So they
So what's your question? Go straight.
No, I'm not asking you a question. I'm not asking you a question. I'm trying to
You
tell
asked
you
me now,
like,
you said you want to ask a question.
okay, let me put it that way.
Okay, Shaggy, now. So
Sorry.
I asked the question here, I have not answered.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason why I said why I'm asking that question if it cut across other states, because people in other states are saying, because according to what you said, is that the leadership of Lagos has done something good now and in the past over the years to make Lagos what it is. But other people are also saying that there is a huge federal influence in Lagos and also saying that Lagos was a formal federal capital territory of Nigeria, and also the colonial masters, Lagos was their base. Because if you go to a place like Apapa, you'll be hearing all those, there's a lot of foreign names in the street. You'll be hearing Rycroft, Orion, Bombay. I grew up in Apapa, so I kind of like, there's a lot of foreign names in Apapa. So they said, oh, the colonial masters also played an
Major
influence,
part.
yeah, a major part in what Lagos has
Become.
become over the
Years.
years. But what you are saying is that, oh, is the government of Lagos, is the leadership of Lagos. That's why I'm now asking, does that cut across other southwestern states, or it is just Lagos, of which you have kind of like explained a bit? But if you can just give us your last thought and relate it to the topic, which is why there is a very high cost of living in Lagos,
Lagos State.
before we conclude.
Okay, so thank you for bringing this, because I was going to say, make a point regarding Lagos being the federal capital territory before now, and which is how many years, if you can all calculate, it's a whole lot of years.
Since 1991, before it was taken out.
So how many years
it was taken out,
which was taken to the north,
Yeah.
which is the Abuja.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, this is 2026, right? And we are debating or deliberating about the reason why Lagos State is more populated and the high cost in
of
Lagos.
living.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now,
because of
now imagine the number of years that the entire federal housing, federal offices, and the secretariat and all of that were being moved from Lagos to Abuja. Remember how many years now? You understand? If you calculate from what year to this, so does that mean that the number of years,
35 years,
the number of years is not enough to develop Abuja to even be more than Lagos, or to be part of Lagos, or to be almost the same level with Lagos? Do you understand what I'm saying? Either in terms of demand and all of that. And I'll be honest with you, the demand in Abuja is also high as well. Not only Abuja, even Jos.
not really.
No, even Jos.
Not-
Now the only thing is
not
no.
compared
The
to-
only thing is when you talk about the class culture, when you talk about the class and the how do I put it? Let me use the right word. When you talk about let me just use the word class to close it, which is Lagos accept everybody, accept both the low income earner, the no income earner.
So the other state does not accept.
And yes, the other states have a structure that says that is either you are low income earner coming, or is either you are middle class, or is either you are high. Abuja is strictly for, Abuja is just for, I'm sorry, I don't want to go off point and I don't want to be off whatever, but Abuja have only two set of people. Is either you are high or you are down completely, you are low. Do you understand? Lagos is a place where you can come in, you have opportunity to either be from this point to move up to a certain point, a bit to an extent. Do you understand? And it is not because of the colonial master structure, whether the colonial masters are gone. You understand? Yes, there could be an impact that they laid down before our leaders, you understand, took over and all of that. Yes, we can't doubt that. But you cannot put such base or such argument on the base of the individuals who had come in after them, when we understand the fact that there had been tribal wars, there had been, after then, there had been sentimental reasons. You understand? There have been so many things that has been even cut across even we Africans as ourselves, Lagosians, Nigerians, not even Lagosians. You get Nigerians, as you understand. So what I'm just saying, eventually, or at the end of the day, what I'm just saying is to just stop the whole. You understand? What I'm just saying is, I don't know who. I don't know who they are. I don't know who is the person. I don't know how. But you can't still take all these things out, or
You cannot
away
take the
from-
government out of
away from the fact that there's a structure, there's a system.
That's believed.
There are people that believe that, because when they took away the state government house, the whatever, the federal whatever, to Abuja should be doing more, even with the fact that after that year, that was a year where there were no technologies, there were no whatever. Now there's more technology. Do you understand what I'm saying? The world has even evolved, has even grown like times 10 of what they were doing that time. So Abuja should be like Dubai now. If
No,
you
no,
understand
no.
what I'm saying? No, wait, bro.
I'll come to that later.
okay.
But it's
No,
a
no,
point.
Abuja should be like-
I'll come to my
So
point.
to cut my long talk short,
just
it still has to do with the fact that the people there, I feel there are some people who have the heart, the Lagos at heart, and they have a structure, and they are handing over to some people that says this is how we want Lagos to be, and the structure is the way it is. It might be favorable to them and be against us because I pay a whole lot in Lagos, and it's not what I'm comfortable with. In Lekki, Lagos, Lekki, yes, and it's not favorable to me. I'm not speaking on behalf of who structured or whatever because I'm paying so much. In fact, I was speaking with my wife and I said, I might even relocate to your state. Oh, that's Abia State. That's Ohafia. Like, I'll just have my business structured in Lagos. Then I'll be there and money will come because I've been there in Abia State and I spent some certain time there with them. And I felt like, whoa, no generator, no Okada, no nothing. It was as if I was in UK or America or whatever. Like, once it's 6 o'clock or 7, it's just the wind that blows. You understand? You have this. It makes you feel like one OG. We don't be like them, the likes of them, Donald McLaughlin and all of that. You understand? Like you want to listen to very good sound,
The
good
serenity.
music. You have
Okay.
peace.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dotson. You have taken almost all our time.
Okay.
So,
then,
Mr. Shege,
Yeah.
in your closing remark, what do you think is the high cost of living in Lagos and what is the solution?
Like I already stated my point earlier that the high cost of living in Lagos is because of the migration. I don't want to go into details, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe that my point has been noted. But in conclusion,
Solution, please.
solution, I believe that the economy in our country, Nigeria, needs to be diversified. Every state has
So-
to produce what they consume. In that light, you find that everybody will be comfortable in this place.
So
Generate what you consume.
So that is fully dependent on the state government,
Yes,
or even as federal government.
You can't take it away from the federal government because the federal government has a major part to play in all this. Because in government, we have three arms of government. We have a shame. Do you understand? The government, the federal government, needs to play a major role in what we are talking about. Because if the federal government plays a major part in what we're talking about, you find that in every state in Nigeria, no one wants to travel to any other state.
So
And you see, hold on. You see, I can travel. I can be in River State, which is my state. I say, okay, I want to explore. I go to Lagos State and spend probably like a month or 2 months. I go back to my state,
yes.
not residing in Lagos State permanently, giving birth in Lagos State, and thereby my own kids will not claim Lagosians. Do you understand? So to sum it up, I will say that the economy in Nigeria needs to be diversified. And once that comes to play, you find out that Lagos State will be decongested. Go to Ogun State, for instance. There are people in Lagos State that are moving back to the east because they cannot cope with Lagos State anymore. They are going back to their states. Yes. Why some are still coming? Because they don't have the knowledge of what is going on.
Wow.
So, to cut it very short, I believe my listeners, even if you're coming to Lagos State right now, stay wherever you are. Generate what you need to generate in your place. You have if you can't go to mechanized farming, you can
Plant
go
what
to
you eat.
plant what you eat.
Lagos is tough. Stay in your state.
Lagos is tough. So that's what I have to say.
What's your closing remark, please? What's your closing remark? What's the solution? Just tell me what's the solution. What should we do?
Okay, so my point might
1
not,
minute. 1 minute.
Okay, so my point might not bring solution. My point might not bring solution, and why it might not bring solution is because I'm also in Lagos and I'm in Lekki. I'm also paying so dearly because I moved from Lagos Island to Surulere. If I traveled out of the country,
Okay.
if I came back to Lagos Island before I came to Lekki. Now, but I know that every territory, every region works differently.
Yeah.
Now, I know that in Lekki is a place where I buy the water I use to cook my food. No, it's okay. We're talking about Lagos general, but
General.
I'm differentiating now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I buy water to cook my food. I buy water to drink.
Yeah.
I buy the food. I buy fuel to I buy almost everything. So
You pay for everything.
from the only thing I'm not paying for is the hair
That you breathe.
I breathe. You understand?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying this because I want to or I am being defensive of somebody or who the hell is anybody. But to be logical about our conversation tonight, this says that there are people who structured this thing before we are here. Now, the solution to me, the solution to me would be will not go against or will not go out of the fact that bringing in the federal government into the conversation, because there can never be the federal government without the state government.
True.
You can't be out of it. You can't be one man without 10 bodies or staffs or working for you. So, and that have to come back to like I've said earlier, I don't want to go into politics, but I will say that has to go into the fact that you need to have somebody, let's say like you, not with the questions you're asking, but if you have the interest at heart, Lagos interest at heart, then you have it at large across the entire country. The reason why the cost of living is high and you want to reduce it, then maybe if you have somebody like you, then you can actually put the energy down and control some certain things because
and diversify the economy.
do you understand what I'm saying? So, which in a way, I agree with you in a way, but in another way, I do not. Thank you.
Joe, please, this point, I want you to note it. This particular point, I want you to note it.
Thank you. Right. We are going to continue this conversation in the comment section. What do you think is the high cost of living in Lagos State, and what is the solution? Please put it in the comment section. We'll all be there in the comment section to continue this discussion. And thank you for your time. Bye bye.